Okay, so I'm doing this first like 5 minutes as a voiceover because I had like all kinds of problems, so it took a long time and it was all over the place. So I just like cut a bunch of it out and decided just do a voiceover. So I thought that you might want to see like how I get into Sims 3 and Linux. It's all like everything's sped up like a lot. So just letting you know that because I just wanted to like get through all this, but I still wanted you to see it all. So yeah, Sunset Valley, that's it because I deactivated all of the packs. Like there's no packs, there's no store content, there's nothing in here right now. It's kind of crazy. Um So normally I put down like all kinds of lots when I start a new neighborhood. There is one. It's like Plum Diddle Park or something. So yeah, that's it. There's just this one thing to put in there. And I did already play in Sunset Valley for like a day and a half. I know I said that's in my update video. I played like 5 households and I plan to do that again to play them, all of the households. I don't know if I'm going to put that in the videos or what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. So yeah, I've got story progression. Normally I don't get rid of the other Sims. It says like run out the homeless or something like that. But I'm doing it this time because I've got a setting in the story progression along with register that like uses these settings that I have. So right there, what I was doing was importing all of my settings that I made in the last one with Overwatch. And now I'm using Master Controller to reset everything in the town. And it's always a good idea to do that when you start a new town and then do it like once a sim week or something like that. But also I have a mod that's like more doors or something like that. And for that mod, it says to reset like the school and everything. So I just run that. So yeah, starting a new save. This is going to be the Lepacy. And I was really curious to see what they looked like because I didn't have my default replacement skin and stuff in. They didn't look, well, at least he didn't look very different. And then I've got another mod. It's called Consort Age. It says enable mod for everyone. So this is everybody, 27 Sims. It's all of the adults and all of the elders. And then there's another mod Consort made, and it's the Consort Grow mod, and it makes it appear like children are growing. But as you can see, there's no option on here for the mod. It should be there, and it's not. So I thought it was because you're supposed to have only this slider mod in. So I checked in CC Magic and I did find one that I thought was it, and I had to rebuild everything. And while I was out of the game, I decided to delete all the snap files so that I didn't have to look at them with the wrong pictures. And it was really weird because it only had a few snap files. So I don't know why their pictures hadn't regenerated. I had gone back into the game. It still didn't have the option on Malcolm. Got out of the game, went to Delphi's dashboard to see if I had a conflict with a different mod, but I didn't. And so just in case, I went back into CC Magic and disabled all of the sliders completely. Went back into the game and it still wasn't working. Finally, I'm like, wait a minute, here's how you switch on the mod. So yeah, here I am switching on the mod, and this is really funny. All of a sudden, Jeffrey starts like, or Joffrey, whatever, he starts laughing really loud. So now it's enabled, and a bunch of pop-ups are going to come up. So this is the number of Sims added, 15 Sims. It's every child and teen in the save. This is really funny though. When I paused and I was like looking and I didn't see him shrinking, and then all of a sudden, watch. So then poor Nancy, I mean, she looks freaking horrible. Look at her. And then my background for some reason isn't there, like it's completely gone, so I don't know what was going on there. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and take off all of her makeup. So the reason that her eyes looked so horrible was because she had on CC eyelashes, but also I didn't have the sliders on. They were like halfway up her eyelids, and I didn't, because I took all of the sliders out to test out trying to get the height mod to work. I didn't have the sliders in, so I ended up getting off, putting the sliders back in, and before I got back into the game, I decided to go ahead and look over the different ages and stuff, the settings that I made for the rotation. Okay, so here's the sheet that I was working on for my rotation thing. I know it's completely crazy looking. It's hard to even explain. There's like each day, okay, this would be like day 1, day 2, day 3, okay, and then for each day I would play all the Sims in the save, which would be 24 households, okay. The seasons would still go, but they would always be in the next season when I next play them, except they would have an extra day in fall, an extra day in winter, and an extra day in spring. And I thought that that would be the day that they did like the party or whatever. They had like the spooky day parties and stuff like that. They could have those, you know, on those days. So that way everybody gets a turn at, you know, doing these different things. And then over here, I had figured out like how long to make like the pregnancies, and these are like their ages and stuff. And I'm copying, ignore this over on the right here. That's nothing. I thought it was pretty, so I didn't get rid of it. This is what I'm talking about here. I copied this off of what I did in my rotation in Sims 4. And then I have another one that I do in Sims 2, but it's completely different. So then these are the ages for the pets. So what happens is they would be a baby for like 1 day, right? They would be born, they'd have their 6 months, quote unquote, and then they would age up the next time I played them. So they're 1 day, their baby, but so yeah, anyway, but that's 24 days is 1 day, okay? So then they're toddlers for 4 days, but that's technically 96 days, 96 sim days, because you're playing each of these households. I would be playing them like 1 day each, like a single sim day, if that makes sense. So this would be like, I would be playing the first house, the second house, the third house, you know. That would be summer, and then fall I'd play these ones, winter I'd play these ones, spring I'd play these ones, and then summer again, and then I would start back over here. I have 1 day of, I'll tell you, this thing I spent like a whole day on. I'm actually kind of embarrassed of the amount of time that I spent on it, but yeah. And then I had this other idea of I had my personality points that I made them for Sims 4 to try it to make it like Sims 2. but I really think it's neat. And I had made up all kinds of, I think this is in editing mode, but anyway, I made up all kinds of different things that you could do. And so, yeah, I made all these different things. Whatchamacallit? These are the different ones. There's chemistry, aspirations, personality-based income ideas, 3 years. So, yeah, that's, I guess, what I'm planning on doing. Like, I'm gonna do the leprosy, but I'm also going to rotate the entire neighborhood, or at least I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how it works. If I hate it, I'm not going to do it, obviously. So we'll see.